Welcome to Three Margaritas and the show is about to begin. Come on in and have a seat. Let us make you something healthy to eat. Three margaritas and keto cooking.
Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Three Margaritas and Keto Cooking with Alan. I am he is me. If you don't know me, then you must not be a part of this planet. What's going on, guys? I just want to go ahead and tell you, let me put her down. You know, I don't like to be without her. Thanks for coming. All right, so I haven't reported on this in a minute, and I do apologize. Try not to fall in love with me, okay? 66 pounds down. I'm gonna give you across the shoulder, turn around, look, ready? 66 pounds down. Keto does work. But this ain't about me. It's about what we making today. All right, so we are continuing with our Hell's Kitchen series. Because Gordon Ramsay ain't got nothing on me. Actually, he got a lot on me. He got like a couple $100 million on me. And I got a couple $100 in the bank. That's about it. All right, so what are we making today? All right, so we are making the chicken mole with black beans and rice and corn avocado salsa. Here's the kicker. It's all keto. How? Well, you better watch and find out. We'll see you in a minute. Okay, so the first step in our chicken mole with black beans and rice and corn avocado salsa. I'm tired. It's just saying the name. We got to make our corn avocado salsa because it needs to sit in the refrigerator for anywhere from 1 to 2 hours to make them flavors go mwah, mwah. All right, so if you will notice, I've got some avocado already diced up small into this bowl. Okay, boy, I'm gonna tell you what, them closed captions have a hard time understanding me, but don't judge me. All right, so what we gonna do is we're gonna take our corn. It's about 40 grams of corn because corn has carbs. Be very, very careful, okay? Right in there, we put our corn and the avocado. This is 2 tablespoons of diced red onion, okay? Because onions as well have carbs. Right in here, guys. All together. Perfect. All right, I have got 2 tablespoons. Oh, actually, this is juice of a quarter of a lime. Right in there, and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar right in there. I have got a quarter of a teaspoon of jalapeno right here. Okay, I'm gonna mix this all together for just a second. Get all that stuff good and incorporated. All right, so now I have about a tablespoon of cilantro. I'm gonna put it all right here. And we're gonna fold this cilantro into this salsa. Guys, you're gonna do salt and pepper in your corn avocado salsa to taste, okay? So that means you're gonna have to taste it before you put it in the refrigerator. My favorite part. I'm just mixing that all to make sure it gets all good and seasoned, okay? Okay, perfect. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna set this in the refrigerator as we cook the rest of our dish. This needs to sit for about an hour to 2 hours, just to let all those flavors begin to marry and incorporate with each other, okay? So we'll see you in just a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and place it in the refrigerator so we can get that flavor going, okay? Okay, so that's our corn and avocado salsa chilling in the refrigerator. Now it's time to move on to the heart, the meat, the feature piece of this recipe, the margarita. You know what time it is. Pinkies up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a sip. Reflect. We got to move on. There's a lot to do. All right, so the next part of this recipe is getting our chicken ready. All right, so we got 2 chicken thighs here. It calls for 5 to 6 ounces of chicken thighs. These are some big chickens, so we got about 20 ounces between the two, so about 10 ounces a piece. We are going to brown this chicken on each side and season it with some salt and pepper. Every time you flip it, season it. So not a lot to see here, guys. We are just searing the chicken till it's good and brown on all sides, okay? Okay, so that's our chicken browned on every side, okay? So I'm gonna take this out of this pan and I'm gonna put it in a plate on its own. So I have reduced my heat down from a medium high to a medium low, okay? All right, so I have got 30 grams of onion, okay? Right in here. Delicious. Half of a clove of garlic. If you've watched our keto quick tip, you know how to make this. I have got half of a teaspoon of cumin. That's not gonna work. I'm gonna use my hands because we getting woodsy up in here. I have this other stuff in here for something else. Don't look at it, don't judge me. It is what it is. And half of a stick of cinnamon. Okay, so I am going to spread this around and I'm gonna let this cook for about 5 minutes on a medium low heat, okay? No magic to see, just 5 minute cooking on that medium low heat, guys. Okay, so that's 5 minutes done. So now we're gonna add a little bit more to it, okay? This is 2 tablespoons of tomato puree right in here, guys. I'm still on this medium low heat, okay? Let's incorporate this into everything else. Now comes the salt and pepper to taste, okay? So salt. There's not a lot of stuff in here, guys, so you don't want to oversalt it, okay? Be careful. Yes, you're going to have to taste it. Sorry about it, but you are. So let's mix all this in together, incorporate it, and then we're going to do a taste test. This needs to cook for another 5 minutes. So we will see you in 5 more minutes. All right, so as our sauce is still cooking, okay, you will notice I've got a pot here of boiling water. Go ahead and get that started because we're going to need it in just a second, and I will show you what we're going to do with it, okay? That means you just got to stay tuned and you got to watch it, okay? We'll see you soon. Okay, so I'm removing this for the heat. You notice I got some water boiling. Okay, we're going to come over here for just a second, okay? I have half a tablespoon of almonds right in here. Half a tablespoon of sesame seeds. If you're wondering why they were there a while ago, right in here. I have got an ancho chili, and I'm gonna tell you I cannot say the name of this chili. What's the name of this chili?
Guajillo.
Guajillo chili, right in here, okay? So this is where our boiling water comes into play, okay? And I'm gonna pour it right in here, and I'm going to let this sit for 5 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Second timer, 5 minutes, starting now.
So while this steeps for 5 minutes, let's move on to the next step. We'll see you in a second. Okay, so here we are. So let's take a break. Whew. Pinkies, I swear if y'all don't do this with me, I'm gonna be so mad at y'all. Pinkies up. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a sip. Reflect on all we just did because I'm so tired. We gotta move on, so much is happening. All right, so we know we have steeped this for 5 minutes. We're gonna take her over here, pour her through a strainer. Don't you dare judge me by the dishes in my sink is all I'm gonna tell you, okay? I need this water right here, but I'm gonna move this to a food processor, along with this half a tablespoon of peanut butter. This is no sugar added, don't judge me, okay? I'm doing the keto. I'm gonna add sauce in here because the water that we drained because I want a thick sauce consistency. But I'm gonna blend these up. Not a lot of magic to see here, okay guys? Okay, so that is this done. And you will notice I'm taking this over here because we're gonna add this to the mixture of the sauce that we've already made, okay? This sauce is currently heating up because I want to bring all of this to a boil, okay? Incorporating all this and everything we've already cooked. This is gonna start to bubble in a boil in just a minute because I've got it on a high heat. When it starts to boil, there's gonna be another step, okay? So we'll be right back with you as soon as it starts to boil, okay? All right, so we're at a boil, so we're gonna season with some salt and some pepper. Throw that in there. All right, so I've got 1/4 cup of chicken stock. I'm putting right in here. I'm just gonna put this all around in here. Okay. Now, as I have done this, do you remember the chicken that we browned? I'm gonna put this right back in here. I'm gonna lower this heat to a low. And I'm gonna put our chicken right back in here. And we are going to cook this for about 10 minutes on this low heat. I'm gonna cover my pan because I want it to act kind of like an oven. So in 10 minutes, we'll see you in a second. Okay, so a little report. I've had to take the chicken out of the pan and put it into the oven at 350 degrees for about 10 more minutes because it's just not getting to the temperature. We need it to be 165 degrees internally for it to be cooked, for us not to be sick, okay? So I've got that in the oven. So I'm gonna go ahead and take our chocolate because I'm impatient. And I'm gonna add it to the sauce that we've got, put it right in here, and we are gonna stir this around. This is still on a low heat, okay? Now, like I told you, this is 100% cocoa with a little bit of stevia mixed in there because we need some sweetness because this will choke you out, okay? The sauce is done. We're just waiting on our chicken, and then we're gonna move on to the next step, guys, okay? Okay, so while our chicken is still cooking, we need to move on to the rice portion, okay? So I'm taking 2 tablespoons red bell pepper right in here. About 30 grams of onions right here. And about a half a clove of garlic going right in here, guys, okay? Salt and pepper to taste. This is on a moderate heat. Stir this around, incorporate everything in there, and then we're gonna let this cook for about 5 minutes, okay? So we'll see you in 5. Okay, so that is our 5-minute timer done on our onions and peppers. So I'm gonna add 1/4 of a teaspoon of cumin. And I'm gonna stir this in, and I'm gonna let this cook for a minute more, okay guys? So we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so that's cooked for about 1 minute. Okay, so this is about 80 grams of black soybeans, okay? We picked these because they're low in carbs. Going right in here, okay? We're taking this oregano. It's about 1/4 of a teaspoon of oregano because we're making this for 2 people, not 8. And we're taking 1/8 of a cup of water right in here, okay? Okay, so this is where we are different, okay? So we are using the beautiful, delicious one for its skinny pasta. We're using the orzo, okay? And I'm taking this orzo from its skinny pasta and I put it right in here because this needs to cook and simmer for about 10 minutes, as well do our beans and all the other stuff that's delicious in there. Did I make a mess? I did, because we found out in the beginning I'm a messy cook. We're gonna cook this on a medium to low heat and let this simmer here for about 10 minutes. All right, so that is our timer going off for 10 minutes. So we're gonna take about 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar right in here. We'll stir that around. And then we're gonna take salt and pepper to taste. Guys, taste everything, okay? Because if you don't, you might not have enough salt, you might not have enough pepper. You want to taste everything, okay? Okay, so I know it's been a minute. I know I've been cooking for a long time, but that's every component done. So we'll show you the final product when we plate at the end. Guys, this recipe has 11.4 net carbs per serving, 535 calories. So yes, this is going to be on a cheat day. We're not having so many carbs in your day. You have to measure your carbs and calories accordingly throughout your day. Okay, a couple shout outs because we wouldn't be us if we didn't do it. Fener, Gaviria, thank you for following us. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing our videos. We love you. Girly Pop on TikTok. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for liking us. Thank you for loving us. We love you. We're going to continue to grow together, girlfriend, and that's what we're about in this community, okay? Guys, this is your chicken mole with black beans and rice and corn avocado salsa. This has been a hard one. In our Hell's Kitchen series, we flipped it and made it keto. It is going to be delicious. I'm Alan, 3 margaritas and keto cooking. We love y'all. Mwah.